From a turbulent childhood to the dizzying heights of fame, Chrisean Rock's journey seemed for a time to signal a hopeful break from her past. Yet, following a cascade of scandals, battles with mental health, and a recent arrest, the adoration she once commanded has eroded, leaving fans disillusioned. In this video, I'll walk you through the rise and fall of Chrisean Rock on Blue Girls Club, a story as captivating as it is tragic. The saga begins in 2020, when Chrisean first stepped into the spotlight on Blue Girls Club. Blueface's exclusive reality dating show launched amid global lockdowns. Blueface conceived the show as a novel venture, inviting a group of women to compete for a month at his mansion, with the grand prize being his affection. From the moment Chrisean entered, her bold demeanor set her apart. This wasn't a game to her. She was laser-focused on winning Blueface's heart, willing to do whatever it took. As the weeks passed, Chrisean's fierce energy captured Blueface's attention, and soon viewers were rooting for her to take the crown. But the show's drama intensified when Blueface's baby mama, Jaden Alexis, joined the cast. A fierce rivalry ignited between Alexis and Chrisean, culminating in a notorious fight where Chrisean lost her front tooth, a moment that exploded across social media and propelled her into a new level of fame. How did this infamous moment unfold? Jealousy brewed as Alexis resented Chrisean's growing closeness to Blueface. During a heated confrontation, Chrisean, wearing only socks, slipped on the floor and crashed into a small statue, resulting in the loss of her upper tooth. Instead of hiding away in shame, Chrisean embraced the mishap with humor, joking about the incident and adopting the nickname Big Baby. Blueface even offered to cover the cost of a permanent replacement, but Chrisean decided to hold off, owning her unique look for the time being. Her appearance and rising public profile solidified their turbulent relationship, widely regarded as one of the most toxic in recent memory. Before diving deeper into their tumultuous drama, it's crucial to understand Chrisean's troubled upbringing. Born in Baltimore, Maryland, she was one of 7 children raised by a drug-addicted mother and a violent father who was frequently incarcerated but never missed an opportunity to abuse his family. The trauma she endured, from physical abuse to homelessness starting at age 9, shaped much of her adult struggles. Yet amidst the chaos, Chrisean found solace in sports, especially track and field, eventually becoming a Division I athlete, a rare bright spot that offered hope and escape. While studying at Santa Monica College, her life took an unexpected turn when she won the Fox TV show Ultimate Tag, earning a $10,000 prize. This victory hinted at a promising future, but it was the music industry that ultimately beckoned. In 2021, after appearing on Blue Girls Club, Blueface signed her to his label. She quickly dropped her debut single, Lonely, featuring Blueface, followed by Vibe in 2022, which amassed over 5 million Spotify streams, marking her rise as an emerging artist. Yet, alongside her career, Chrisean's relationship with Blueface spiraled into chaos. The first public sign of trouble surfaced in February 2022, when Blueface revealed on social media that Chrisean had broken into his house, cut herself, and written "I love Blue" in her own blood on the wall. This shocking act of desperation came amid one of their many breakups. Blueface further accused her of stealing his Mercedes G-Wagon and using it to sell crack cocaine, dubbing the saga a Fatal Attraction-style drama. Text messages leaked by Blueface revealed a tense exchange where he pleaded with her to change course, while Chrisean's responses hinted at paranoia and defiance. Despite these crises, the couple reunited by May 2022, only to be plunged back into conflict. Memorial Day that year saw a violent altercation involving Blueface's mother, Chrisean Rock, and sister Kay Miller, who clashed with Chrisean in public. The fallout was severe. Chrisean Rock posted images of her bruised face online, condemning both Blueface and Chrisean for their behavior and declaring she would never allow Chrisean near her family again. Kay Miller was hospitalized, later claiming that Blueface had assaulted her and their mother during the fight. Chrisean later justified her actions by accusing Blueface's family of disrespect and aggression. The drama didn't end there. In August 2022, while partying in Arizona, Chrisean allegedly punched Blueface, leading to her arrest after police intervention. The incident sparked widespread media frenzy. Just a month prior, a separate violent episode unfolded on camera during a family gathering where Christian's father threw the first punch at Blueface. The rapper retaliated, leaving Christian's father injured and the family feud further inflamed. Chrisean Rock's story is a tangled web of pain, ambition, love, and violence. A vivid illustration of how past trauma, toxic relationships, and public scrutiny can collide with devastating consequences. Though Blueface stood firmly by Chrisean after she publicly embarrassed his mother and sister, she too voiced her loyalty in a string of now-deleted tweets defending her boyfriend. In one post, Chrisean revealed that her father had long been meant to be knocked out. She recounted her father's brutal abuse toward her mother, sharing a haunting memory from childhood. The same man had once tied her mother up in the woods to beat her because she screamed too loudly. This man had gone to great lengths to harm his own family. Fast forward to September 2022, and Chrisean Rock and Blueface found themselves in the spotlight again for all the wrong reasons. A late-night confrontation on the streets of Los Angeles quickly spiraled into a physical fight, ending with Chrisean's lips cut from a punch by Blueface, a photo of which spread rapidly on Twitter, drawing widespread condemnation. Yet, in a surprising twist just days later, Chrisean publicly withdrew her accusations of domestic abuse. During an Instagram live stream, she took responsibility for her actions, revealing she'd suffered a mental breakdown, had consumed too much alcohol, and had even tried to jump out of a moving car on the highway. "I had a bad trip yesterday trying to jump out of a car on the highway," she confessed. "Blue was trying to keep me from jumping. I just blacked out." That was just one episode in a year packed with drama, and 2023 only intensified the chaos. Chrisean announced she was pregnant with Blueface's child, igniting further controversy. On the No for podcast, she openly admitted to having had several abortions during their relationship. "I killed like 3 of them," she confessed, before declaring, "I'm keeping the baby this time." When asked about having a child with Blueface, she candidly admitted, "I'm not married," underscoring the complicated nature of their relationship. Her pregnancy stirred even more debate, especially after a clip from the reality show Chrisean showed Chrisean smoking marijuana while visibly pregnant. The public backlash was fierce, with some even contacting Child Protective Services. Blueface jumped into the fray on social media, defending the practice by saying, "Lots of women smoke marijuana until their last trimester. There is no effect. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm only using it." While his remarks polarized, viewers Chrisean seemed undeterred. The drama peaked when Blueface demanded a DNA test to confirm paternity, a move that sparked ridicule toward Chrisean online. Yet, after taking the test, she shared the positive results on Instagram Live, silencing skeptics and discussing her concerns about childbirth. But the saga took another sharp turn just months later, in December 2023, when Blueface shocked followers by announcing that the DNA test proved he was not the father of Chrisean Jr. On platform X, he shared a series of posts explaining how he had secretly taken the test and expressed bittersweet relief at the truth. Despite having called the child his son and intervened in situations involving the baby's welfare, like one incident at Walmart where Chrisean was seen handling the infant roughly, Blueface now felt closure. Meanwhile, Chrisean's legal troubles escalated. In August 2023, she was involved in a physical altercation with an online user named Vicky, sparked by Vicky's liking of a TikTok post connected to Chrisean. Despite Vicky's apologies, Chrisean attacked her, leaving visible injuries. This incident led to a lawsuit and Chrisean's arrest. The internet buzzed with divided opinions, while Blueface briefly commented on the drama with a now-deleted tweet. Then in November 2023, at Tamar Braxton's concert, Chrisean, drunk and smelling of marijuana, clashed with one of Tamar's backup singers, James Davis. The confrontation ended violently, with Chrisean allegedly striking Davis in the face, causing a bloody injury and a chipped tooth that required medical treatment. Davis claimed Chrisean was barred from performing that night. Rather than apologize, Chrisean took to Instagram Live to challenge what she called a false narrative, insisting that the story was being twisted against her. "I've been through this before and I know how it goes. A certain way, with a false narrative," she said, fiercely defending herself against the accusations swirling around her. Through the highs and lows, the public saga of Chrisean Rock and Blueface reveals a tangled web of loyalty, violence, vulnerability, and relentless drama, one that continues to captivate and divide their audience. She claimed it wasn't about anything serious, brushing it off as clout chasing and saying, "Honestly, I need to start defending my name." But the truth quickly surfaced when videos emerged showing Chrisean Rock stepping onto the stage as Tamar Braxton performed Love and War, and another clip caught Chrisean twerking while posing for photos with Tamar and Toni Braxton. The sharp zoom in on Tamar's face, clearly revealing her disgust, only made Chrisean's denials ring hollow. Yet, Chrisean didn't seem bothered or remorseful. Instead, she carried on, undeterred, chasing fame and influence. Everything changed abruptly on April 27, 2024, when Chrisean was officially listed as a fugitive in Oklahoma's detention system. The backstory traces to 2023, when a warrant was issued accusing her of stealing Blueface's car and using it to transport and distribute crack cocaine. Her mugshot and charges were circulated widely online and in news outlets. Despite knowing about the warrant, Chrisean avoided surrendering, driven largely by concern for her young son, whom she shares with Blueface. She feared that if both she and Blueface ended up behind bars, her child's future would be at serious risk. Her fears seemed justified. Blueface was already entangled in his own legal battles, and the family's situation worsened in June 2024. Chrisean showed up with their child at Blueface's court hearing in San Fernando Valley, California, where authorities were waiting to arrest her on the outstanding felony warrant from Oklahoma. That arrest marked the beginning of her extradition process to Oklahoma, where she was set to face serious charges and possibly an 8-year sentence. Before facing extradition to Oklahoma, Chrisean's legal troubles took another significant turn in California. Earlier that year, she had been involved in an incident leading to an assault charge, which loomed over her as she awaited sentencing. This charge was serious enough to result in a misdemeanor assault conviction involving a deadly weapon, though notably no firearm was involved in the case. The nature of the weapon was unspecified publicly, but the gravity of the charge still carried legal consequences. On June 18, 2024, the court handed down her sentence, 30 days in jail. This sentence marked the beginning of a complex legal process that would intertwine with her upcoming extradition. Serving this sentence in California was a crucial step before she could be transferred to face the more severe charges awaiting her in Oklahoma. The state's legal system required her to resolve this case first, meaning that her time behind bars in California was both a punishment and a procedural necessity. While in custody, her situation attracted considerable media attention, with fans and followers closely monitoring updates on her status. Chrisean's personal struggles, coupled with her public profile as the partner of rapper Blueface, made her case a topic of ongoing public fascination and concern. Once she completed her sentence in California, the extradition process was set into motion. On a Wednesday shortly afterward, the Craig County Sheriff's Office in Oklahoma officially confirmed her arrival. This transfer involved moving her from a California detention facility to one in Oklahoma, where she was to face the charges linked to the alleged car theft and drug distribution. The confirmation of her transfer was widely reported, highlighting the seriousness of the allegations she faced in Oklahoma. Chrisean's arrival in Oklahoma marked a new chapter in her legal saga, one that many expected to be lengthy and fraught with uncertainty. However, in a surprising development, on September 6, 2024, news broke that Chrisean had been released from the Oklahoma jail. Even more unexpectedly, all charges against her in Oklahoma were dropped. This sudden dismissal of her case came as a relief to her supporters and family, effectively ending a tense period of legal jeopardy. In the aftermath of her release, Chrisean took to Instagram to share her emotions and gratitude. Her post conveyed a deep sense of relief and thankfulness for being free, emphasizing how meaningful it was for her to be reunited with her young son. She expressed how much this moment meant to her, especially given the high stakes she had faced in the months prior. The opportunity to be with her child after such a tumultuous time was, she said, a true blessing. Chrisean's Instagram live session allowed her to connect directly with fans and supporters who had followed her difficult journey She spoke candidly about the emotional toll the legal battles had taken, and the hope she now held for a fresh start. This release and dismissal of charges offered her a chance to focus on rebuilding her life and dedicating herself to motherhood, without the looming threat of incarceration. Her story underscores the complexities many face when entangled in the justice system, especially under public scrutiny. Though the path ahead remains uncertain, Chrisean's recent release marks a pivotal moment, one filled with new possibilities, renewed hope, and a commitment to a better future centered around her family. To be with you today, set free just days before your birthday, is a blessing, she wrote, capturing the depth of her relief and joy. Reflecting back to the tense evening of August 7th, when she faced the prospect of losing 8 years of her son's life if convicted, she thanked Jesus for her salvation and vowed to embrace a fresh start, putting her son first and striving for a better life ahead. Only time will tell how her story unfolds. But for now, despite the hardships, Chrisean has been granted a second chance to be the mother her child deserves.